I am back with another edition of the name profiles. So this is going to be name portrait 2 and the associated names. So you're going to want to listen close if your name is Adeline, Albert, Albin, Albin, Albert, Albin, Aldebert, Alder, Alva, Alva, Alvar, Aubert, Aubin, Bert, Bertie, Bertie, Colbert, Colvert, Colbert, Dalbert, Delbert, Dugan, Duggan, Duggan, Dunk, Duncan, Edbert, Elbert, Ethelbert, or Ethelbert, Eugene, Jean, Gilby, Gilby, Griff, Griffin, Griffith, Gruffeed, Halbert, Hephzibah, Lindell, Lindy, Lindley, Norm, Norman, Normand, Normie, Norris, Obert, Oro, Osbert, Oz, Ozzy, Renfrew, Rufus, Stanley, Tobe, Tobias, Tobit, Toby, Walden, Waldo, Waldron, Walford, Walfrid. I don't think I know anyone with any of those names. Associated element is air. The associated mineral is ruby. Animal is the seahorse. Plant is the digitalis. Sign is Aquarius, and color is blue. So, you are the keeper of a secret world. Your basic character. You are both cerebral and sentimental, and the duality appears constantly in your behavior. Although on the surface you may appear cool and controlled, underneath you are totally turned in to the emotional side of a situation. Your outward calm comes from the fact that you hold in your fears, worries, and deeper feelings. Psychologically, you resemble your animal totem, the seahorse, since this animal can go from sleeping peacefully among the ocean currents to becoming quite unexpectedly aroused. Likewise, your personality range runs from open emotional display to secrecy and withdrawal. Your psychology. Even though you are warm and affectionate, you can also be moody and standoffish. You tend to be jealous and possessive, although you'll seldom show it. Your mind is highly intuitive, and your profound understanding of people and situations is far beyond the norm. Emotionally, you are complex and sometimes contradictory, and sexually, your deeper feelings can be easily cut off. You tend to change your beliefs as you do your friendships and the people you keep around you. Because of your deep inner reserve, you are often difficult to understand. A nagging indecisiveness negatively affects your will and sometimes interferes with your ability to assertively satisfy your desires. How you act and react in the world. Although you are introverted and appear to be uninvolved, you observe everything around you with depth and clarity. Long before you make your moves, you have everything thought out in advance. When you finally do act, it's with a dynamic energy that others find quite convincing. Your deep intuitive personality. You tend to use your intuitive abilities more as a self-protective device than as a means of developing your potential. Often, you use the duality of your nature to your advantage and play from whichever side seems to offer most. Your intelligence. You have an energetic mind and a highly adaptable intelligence. Your attention span is focused and your interests selective. At times, you can become passionately interested in certain subjects to the exclusion of all. However, the kinds of things that interest you most usually have a practical value. You excel in areas involving technical ability such as electricity, electronics, and aeronautical engineering, In addition, you are an organized researcher who can handle several projects at the same time. Because of your understanding of people and ability to communicate persuasively, you could also excel in sales. Your emotional nature. Often, you allow external situations to affect your moods as well as your quality of thinking. At the same time, you see things too subjectively, which causes you to become obsessed and insecure. At times, this tendency may make you worrisome and cause you to doubt yourself. Your sexuality reflects the most mysterious part of your nature. Sex can be a sort of refuge from disturbing feelings and an escape into the passionate side of yourself that you find most pleasurable. Once you feel secure in an emotional situation, you're capable of being deeply committed. Your obstacle in the act of loving is that it's so difficult for you to reveal your deeper feelings. Your health and vitality. Although your vitality is good and you tend to tire easily, often you don't allow yourself the proper rest and relaxation that your body really requires because you have a tendency towards stimulants and larger-than-life experiences. You often lower your resistance to disease. Especially susceptible areas are the eyes and the bronchial tubes. The social you. Your charming public personality masks your moodiness and behavioral inconsistencies. You especially enjoy being in the center of things, carried along by the intensity around you. You obtain a special pleasure from the good life that your clever abilities create quite naturally. However, because you are torn between outside involvements and a craving for solitude, your greatest success will most likely come at a later age. The profile, because it's really interesting, and I didn't talk about this before, but the percentages represent your like a parameter of success. And while I'm here, I might as well mention that the parameters are based on percentages, and the percentages will vary based on feminine or masculine. The percentages have different representative numbers, like what's considered weak, moderate, and strong varies between the dualities of gender. And then there are the parameters such as will, intuition, luck, success, studies, partnerships, emotivity, affections, family, marriage, love, children, reactivity, health, money, dietetics, sensuality, profession, activity, dynamism, business, journeys, sociability, and leisure. And then there's percentage values. And each name profile goes into expressing a percentage for each of those like aspects of life, parameters of life. And so, for instance, name portrait 1, the highest percentage in this portrait is 100% in the aspect of leisure. And name portrait 2, the highest percentage is 100% in the aspect of profession. So I imagine that translates to an expectation that successful in your profession. And name portrait 1, you're going to be more likely very successful in leisure. I wonder what that looks like and means. Okay, yay. Again, this is from The Secret Meaning of Names by Pierre Le Rouzic.